Всем привет, продолжим играть в Шерлока, и пока здесь не было камер, мы нашли еще письмо о том, что не могли не найти ничего.
Кольцо пропало.
Да, поэтому... Эмма воровка. Во время путешествия она обкрадывала лорда Кревина и свалила его на слух. Опа-на.
Здрасте.
Вот, видишь, я говорил, то, что Лукам мог знать, что Эмма воровка. Если они действительно знакомы, то Лукам вполне мог быть в курсе преступления преступника на стене. Мы... Ага. Знал, что Эмма воровка и что она хочет свалить кражу на него. Ага. Так, ну подожди. У нас, соответственно, лорд Крейн был в комнате вместе с Эммой. Он что нам говорил по этому поводу? Мы внизу спросим.
Но он зашел там прибухнуть и говорил.
Да, он ходил бухать. Поэтому, чтобы не...
Может, они там пошпилевились, и он пошел потом после этого прибухнуть?
Isn't life too short to remain sober?
Help me, please. Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know. Could you help me? That's a question I can answer. Can I ask you a question?
I can't help you, friend.
Ну-ка, что там еще раз написано? Подожди-ка. Да нет, убийца где Лука? Да нет, на самое большое пятно.
Так, Лука Гальч заслуживает наказания. Лука Гальч убийца, он не сдержался и лишил Эмму жизни, хотя мог бы рассказать об этом всем полицейским. Лука Гальч лучше бежать, Лука боролся за свою жизнь, учитывая его неоднозначное прошлое, в случае ареста ничего не спасет его от смертного приговора, и Эмма знала это. И не стану ему мешать. Убил ее из-за мести. Блин, сложный моральный выбор, значит, у нас. Заслуживает он наказания или дать ему сбежать. Ну, вообще у меня не должно быть никаких в этом плане моральных принципов. Как бы он совершил убийство, как бы, а значит...
Ну, какое убийство он совершил?
Бабы. Придушил ее.
А ты уверен?
Ну, вообще, да.
Где доказательства?
Там вон целый список доказательств, все, я определим его. Короче, он не сдержался и лишил ему жизни, хотя бы мог рассказать ему все полиции.
Или все-таки изменить вывод?
Нет, идем. Что мне опять чертоги рассказывают? Не, ну-ка иди сюда. Обвинить.
Luca Gallici, I know you murdered Lady Craven, and I can prove it.
That would be a grand story for the newspapers. But where's your proof? I was locked in here and could not hurt a fly.
As for the motive, it's obvious that you deduced that Lady Craven was the real thief. Of course, it helped that this was not your first encounter with Miss Emma.
I am... I don't know what you're talking about. How on earth can you believe this?
I think the police will easily find the proof when they browse their archives. Yes, the locked room. Good of you to mention it. I inspected the door between the rooms, and the lock on it is piteous. You could open it with a penknife.
So I am now a burglar, as well as a thief and a murderer?
Your wrists are bloodied, and there's no way a servant's manhandling could cause such an injury. It was Lady Craven as you strangled her.
You are fantasizing, Mr. Holmes.
It is done, Luca. You will be arrested. Your best strategy now is to confess and hope your reasons were justified.
I don't know how you figured it out. But yes, I killed her. I had to. This woman could not get away with ruining my life twice.
Twice?
I knew Emma before she was a lady. I mean, she pretended to be noble back then too.
Нет, это
But
все
only
потому,
so
что
our gang, the
он
Moths, could steal from those snobs.
в
She
котелке.
betrayed us, stole all our money and disappeared, leaving us to rot in jail. I was young. I spent 3 years in that hell.
And tonight, she tried to set you up again. Did she recognize
Да я
you?
просто тебе сомнения
I came to her
вбивал,
afterwards,
чтобы
pleading
подначить.
that she drop this farce, but she laughed in my face. I just remembered my time in the clink, all I suffered while she indulged, and I grabbed her throat.
Блин, вот теперь сложно.
О. Не сомневайся. Я уже озвучивала, слышу почему.
Ага,
Ай,
сложно.
я сейчас тебе скажу почему.
Короче, смотри. Вообще, судя по логике, баба и так испортила ему всю жизнь. Он как бы отомстил ей, убил ее. Но как бы он убил ее и...
Абсолютно
Murder is murder,
верно.
Luca. You could
Абсолютно
have told Lord
точно.
Craven the
Зайди в
truth and
Дискорд.
seen Miss Emma's
Схватай тележку.
downfall, but you could not restrain yourself.
He would never believe me.
We will never know. Still, perhaps a jury will be more easily swayed. If not, you'll get to see your friends in jail again
Это
soon.
единственная причина.
Да я уже понял, может, не расписывать там.
We'll meet again, Holmes. I will get you, in this life or the next. Get your hands off me.
He murdered the woman who put him in jail. Should we be worried?
Fear not, John. Unlike Miss Emma, I will see him coming.
Пора идти на кладбище.
That was too much fun, Sherry. I'm buzzing. Buzzing. Wasn't it fun?
A woman died, John. I was too slow to the truth, too hesitant to intervene. How can you...
Oh, lighten up. Those people made their choices. If you swan about with a diamond in your pocket, that's what happens. Wealth is a weakness.
So we must blame those who covet it.
With enough money on the line, Sherlock, a man will do just about anything, even murder. And then we get to solve it.
I suspect you perhaps cannot grasp the true horrors of mortality, John.
Oi, I am aware of my perilous existence, thank you very much.
I must admit, even if the outcome of the adventure was imperfect, there was some pleasure to be had in the puzzle.
Well, Cordona seems more depraved and decadent than we thought. I bet you'll get another chance.
A bet, you say?
Ah, a figure of speech. Just a figure of speech.
Ah, damn. Well, take one last look at the view, then we must be off. It's time to do what we came here for.
Ну, не особо-то и графинисто. Ну и не про это тоже. Ну, более-менее.
A free ride for every hotel visitor.
Just tell me where to go.
Меня пошли.
Is everything all right? If you don't feel up to it, I won't
А
tell
чё,
you.
кажется, могилу вскрыли.
It's just a goodbye, John. It won't be difficult. I've already come to terms with my mother's passing.
So you really don't remember?
To what do you refer?
Funeral. Sherlock, you were distraught. At first, I thought this visit would dredge up those feelings, but you've been remarkably level.
John, I think I was too young to understand. I couldn't fathom why she would leave me.
Perhaps that pain is best left forgotten.
On the contrary, it's why I'm visiting her grave. To remember her.
Он мазохист.
Да, мой воображаемый друг Джон.
Ну, мы это сразу поняли.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
Don't mind me, sir. I'm just a loyal servant of my craft.
Excuse me, just one question. Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else can help better, sir.
Будлянский.
Excuse me, just one question. Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else can help better, sir.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking? About what, and dressed as what?
Как белый человек. Не, перепрыгнуть надо. Ну, посмотри, оденься как быдло. Есть костюм быдло? Так и здесь тоже есть переодевашки. Там уже были костюмы.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Do you know, I'd rather bite a snake than talk to you.
Слишком хорошо выглядишь.
У меня больше ничего нет.
А вот это что? Вот это. Да, может, где держишь, что это?
Я пытаюсь нажать на это, но оно никак.
Справку нажми. Совет одежды нужен. Это называется маскировка. Там что, на кладбище шмотки продают?
Продается одежда.
Дела. Ни одного продавца одежды нет на весь город.
Нормально вообще?
Бред какой-то.
Это тут мы остановились. Как видимо, не в этом дело. Сейчас.
Ну, как видимо, нет.
Букет астер. Еще нужно. Букет астер у нас нет.
Да, хотя бы найти. Того, кто хочет с тобой пообщаться. Но ты не нравишься людям. Грустно.
Excuse me, just one question.
It's funny when someone like you asks someone like me for help.
Вот астры там вроде бы нет.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't want my friends to see me talking to a spoiled money bag.
You obviously haven't thought this all
Блин,
through.
а?
Or are you just annoying these people on purpose?
Наворуй цветов вон стоят.
Ник Джона. Донимать прохожих, да и меня уже начал немного злить, он что не знает, о чем нужно спрашивать. Он спрашивает меня точно.
Может быть. А что ты спрашивал? Ты что-то другое до этого сейчас спрашивал.
May I ask for your assistance?
Will you cry if I don't answer your questions?
Can I ask you a question?
Money can't answer your questions. Eh? Live with it.
Oh, I am bored. Call me when you find the answer.
Угу.
Do you know anything about this?
His Majesty came out of his palace. I
Да. Ну только есть один
А, вот это вот, подожди-ка, сверху. Вот это вот здесь. Да.
кладбище.
Ага.
Вот какая-то лавка, торговые ряды.
Хрен знает.
Сложно.
know nothing.
Сложно. Ну, попроси, чтобы тебя отсюда увели.
Mycroft was adamant that we leave for London immediately after the funeral. He never told me why, but I saw how unsettled he was by the long requiem.
Да ладно.
The service was sparsely attended. Though my parents were buried separately, the pastor said they're united in heaven. I didn't believe him even then.
А внутри-то пусто.
I wanted to see her one last time before the coffin was interred and say how I loved her. The chance never came. I feel rather faint.
You're fine, you're fine. It's over now. You remembered everything. It will get easier soon.
То бишь ты зря до людей докопался. Бывает.
A pocket watch? It seems familiar, John.
Фиг знает. Куришь? Угу.
This watch was a
Значит,
gift.
пукаешь.
My mother's initials are engraved on it. The piece is in good condition. Must have been placed here only
Хотел
recently.
признаться.
Rest in peace, Violet Holmes. Goodbye, mother.
Подожди, получается, сколько она прожила годков-то?
A candle
40.
in a small puddle of wax. It cannot have been lit for more than half an hour.
Is this really how you want to spend this time?
This is my mother's pocket watch, John. Who put it
Всего
here
40
and
лет
why?
прожила.
Are you not in the slightest bit interested?
This is excessive, Sherlock. Can you not let the mystery be?
Да, вероятно.
Свечка столько 2 часа.
Нам можешь попробовать все-таки пообщаться. Насчет таинственного гостя.
A man in fashionable shoes stood near the tomb. The size of the prints suggest he is approximately 5.5 feet tall.
Пять с половиной дюймов. Это не маловато ли?
You were about to tell me the make and model of tyre, but let me assure you, I do not care.
Ah, well, it was going to be very impressive. Come on then, the trail continues ahead.
Ну так 18 век, что ты хочешь? Да уж. Как стрёмно с него срезать, небось.
He mustn't be far away to leave it unattended.
It's stained with oil paint.
А он наверху фотография жене.
A portable easel was kept there.
Художник.
The hospitaller crypts. If memory serves, they're located at the far end of the cemetery around an old tree.
Чё на братке?
I hope that inspiration strikes upon visiting these beautiful vaults. At the very least, you'll enjoy the view. Yours, Mercuria.
An artist working in a cemetery. Do you think he'd paint my portrait?
Oh, it's that
Это
ridiculous
бездарность.
artist from the hotel.
Mr. Holmes, did you come for another portrait? No, I jest. You gave quite the performance last night. The hotel was abuzz with your name. I must say I was rather absorbed in it all. The fallibility of men. Such scandal.
It was a welcome distraction.
Oh, my manners. I am Werner Vogel, art enthusiast and gallery proprietor.
Mr. Vogel, I was perhaps too curt when last we spoke.
Speak no more of it. Travel takes it out of any man, never mind when this is your destination. Once I learned who you were, the pieces fell into place. Your mother was well liked on Cadona in her time here. I was sorry to hear of her passing.
How did you come to possess my mother's pocket watch?
Oh my! It is quite something to witness those powers of deduction firsthand. Yes, I left you her timepiece. After her death, there was an estate sale. All of Cordona's elite picking of her remains. I couldn't let such a lovely thing go to those vultures. When I learned your name, I could no longer keep the watch in good conscience. It is yours by right, and I knew you'd find it here.
Thank you. I'd forgotten all about it, but the moment I saw it, I knew it was hers. Amazing what the young mind forgets and the older can recall. Rather odd, loitering in a cemetery.
I suspect you'll win, but I'm here for my art. There's beauty everywhere if you look, even in decay. A little darkness brings out the light. Now, a diligent observer might note that you too are loitering in a cemetery. What brings you here? Closure answers penance?
Closure, I suppose.
And what is closure? Mere proximity?
understanding, acceptance.
You didn't understand from afar. You had to come here to accept the truth of her death?
Of course I understand. She died of consumption, drowning in her own blood.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother.
I must have been misinformed. I'd heard otherwise.
Otherwise than consumption?
No, you'd know better than I. I'd heard talk of a police investigation, but Cordona is a notorious gossip. And what does it matter? She's passed on either way.
She has.
Well, I shall intrude no longer. I'll leave you to your closure. Do stop by the gallery if your travels permit. Farewell.
Я думаю, стоит закругляться.
Are you all right, Sherry? Take as long as you need.
Whatever I need, it isn't here. We should explore Cordona. Perhaps there are archives that may shed further light.
2 ночи. Пока-пока. Да, опять выглядишь непотребно.